Should have murdered the traitor when we had the chance.
Ah, my lord. You've worked alongside Malgus the Betrayer. Did you sense any signs of weakness?
Someone put Malgus in that mechanical mask. Once he rears his head, we'll break the rest of him.
I wasted years serving Malgus. He even asked me to join his treason. Of course I refused, but I should have spit in his face.
A true Imperial would have slain the traitor where he stood.
Regardless, the treacherous dog has stolen our Emperor's cloaked space station and fled into open space.
Grand Moff, Darth Malgus' forces are invading the planet. His ships came out of nowhere and troops are flooding out.
Alert the army. Call for reinforcements. That gutless scum won't embarrass the Empire again.
Ah, okay. The arrogant fool.
If Malgus thinks he can pluck Ilum from the Empire's grasp, he's gravely mistaken.
The traitor had no choice. He needs Ilum's Adegan crystals to supply his stealth armada.
We can turn this in our favor. A command fighter from Malgus's invading fleet should have his station's coordinates on its nav computer.
Finally, the traitor slips up. Steal one of his ships, and you can fly it straight back to Malgus's hidden space station.
Malgus can't be that foolish.
That plan is a dead end.
Malgus is so busy gloating he'd never suspect such a bold move. You'll just need someone with the skills to pilot the stealth fighter.
Look no further. It would be my honor to serve as your pilot.
I trust your
We need the Empire's top pilot for this mission, General.
I was commander of the Emperor's own attack squadron before joining the Guard. I will not fail you.
Then it's settled. General Heska will help you seize the stealth fighter and fly you to Malgus' station.
I will prepare my ship at once.
Heska will drop you on the front lines. You must tear through the Betrayer's army to steal a ship from Malgus' fort. Lead the Empire's defense, my lord, and if you find the leader of this invasion, destroy him.
good as new.
The Empire is a symbol of strength, respect, and purity. Darth Malgus mustn't corrupt that. Give the word, and we'll rain fire on the traitor's invading army.
What's the course of action?
I want to be absolutely clear on our plan to secure the stealth fighter.
The ships are secured within Fort Barrow, Malgus's shielded base. Your only way in is through the traitor's army. Once we're over the battlefield, I'll drop you in the trenches. After that, I will provide air support. Now, to battle. Malgus the Betrayer will fear the Empire again. We may share an enemy with the Republic, but that doesn't mean you should trust them.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Destroy the traitor's army. I'll cover you from the sky.
Guardian because she was a Juggernaut, and she was redeemed in the light, so she gained the Guardian. Her secondary skills are Sentinel. I cannot swap to them. I'm not subscribed to them. And I don't know if I will be subscribed anytime soon. It depends if I can afford it along with my other game subs and such. We are doing 2 flashpoints. The Battle of Ilum and the False Emperor. And after that, we will see what we do. I'm thinking I'll stream Mass Effect, maybe? Maybe not Starfield. I don't know if my computer can handle both Starfield and Visual Studio. And that goes double for Cyberpunk. We'll have to see. If not any of those things, we may continue The Sims 4. That's always a possibility. I'm still learning how to get my character in shape. And I may restart the world and tell the story anew. Because when I started them, I didn't know how to make multiple households or prevent those households from adopting and aging up. That's why I have little Violet. I had to turn on cheats and edit her to be Violet fast because she just randomly adopted a kid. Which isn't far from the backstory Bella would say of where she got Violet. Not true. Probably what she would say when her life like adopted her. How do you explain you made a pact with a demon to have a kid? That reminds me, I need to watch those new Star Wars shows. The Acolyte, Destiny Visions. I think I'll do that tonight. I'll watch them. Oh wait, I was gonna finish Invincible. That's so I may cancel tonight's stream just to get caught up on all that. We'll see. I'm just trying to find my niche here on Twitch if I'm going to be an afternoon and evening stream. Or what? I don't have Mass Effect in yet. I might get it. I don't know. I finished the trilogy once, but that was all the way back in high school. New? On the old Origin. I think it was on my Xbox. No, I didn't have an Xbox in high school. I didn't work after. It had to be on my really old PC that I had down in the basement. And are we pulling a bonus? I guess she needs the X. No, she doesn't need the XP. How much credits for the bonus? It doesn't say any credits, so I don't think it's needed. Unless it affects the story, I tend not to do this stuff. Unless I'm in my really lows, or I'm being a perfectionist, completionist type. Now, in ESO, I'll do the bonus. That always has something interesting when you do bonus. fighting. What skills are she? She's slicing and scavenging and diplomacy to keep herself from
The trenches look like an alien shooting gallery from up here. They're fools to support Malgus.
You see, when they discontinued the DVL events from Knights of the Eternal Throne, they brought back diplomacy, adding dark and light points. Before, when it was harder to stay as a neutral character, because you would have to choose a dark or a light, and you just had to switch between the two alignments, and just go around grinding, rather than slowly plan out how to stay in the middle.
Next time, try not
They
to
brought
get
that
so
back,
big.
and that was how they would do it before, where diplomacy would always stay in the middle. So if she has to make a dark side choice, for whatever reason in character that would make sense, she can do some diplomacy to make sure she doesn't fall far. I should show off my legacy, but I don't like the in-game legacy maker. I'd like some kind of external family tree that adds friends to the family and have multiple trees connecting to the same person rather than. I'll show y'all what I mean. I still have this on my bar, like the ended. Probably have it on my bar likely, I can't remember why. I probably didn't put it up after Light Day. Light Day Christmas. Star Wars Christmas. Wookiee Christmas. From that old Star Wars special. That was the debut of Boba Fett in a really nice 2D cartoon, which I wish something in Star Wars would go back and have that art style or emulate that art style, because that was really pretty. That was just a really pretty art style. I don't know if I can stream the how-to tutorial on YouTube and use my own commentary. I don't know if that's possible. If that'll get struck or not. We'll see. I kind of wanna do that when I'm learning Blender and stuff. I'll have to talk to some friends.
The mines will take you straight to Fort Barrow.
What is new?
We may do the bonus on Malgus' ship. We'll see about that one. 'Cause that bonus is fun. The bonus here is just a big ape monster in a cave. It's not really all that fun. Not a wampa. I forget what they're called. We'll encounter smaller ones later.
Strike, Trindazel. Bring honor to Emperor Malgus. I am Chieftain Velasu Greg, uniter of the Kalish tribes and bane of the old empire. What trophy will I claim from you? And here, your weapons?
I forgot the time. This game doesn't automatically give you for aggro when you use your abilities like by chance. I don't really change any of your I think we're gonna be City Heroes next. I'm actually thinking Excuse me a moment, I need to go into settings. Did I hit my record keybind?
Malgus will honor me for your death.
Oh, okay. There we go. That was a clip. Well, I'll figure it out later. I don't need to record these videos all the time. Especially since I don't think she's one of the ones that confronted Malgus in my
I have shamed you.
She would have been one of the ones who helped, maybe. Maybe. See, a friend of mine, way back when we started using Ball, we moved to Star Wars: The Old Republic after City of Heroes closed down. We were kids, but we roleplayed, basically telling pretend stories. And he was a big into Knights of the Old Republic. I never had a console that played it, so I never played, so I didn't know who Revan was, or all of this. This is entirely new.
Next time, try not to get so banked.
And I fell in love with this game, even though I couldn't really play it at the time on all my graphics. And so I played other games like Champions Online for a while until I got a computer to play it. And then we got really into just all our story. It's sort of fallen off. So I've made a character of my own in PlayStation. You may have seen him in my Champions Online. That is Nate Shepard. My friend's character was named Nat something. So that's just who takes Nate's place. Nat's place is Nate. And they're different people because different backstories, similar personalities, but different backstories, different abilities, all that stuff. Because my friend Nat was more of an Iron Man type, whereas Nate is more of a cowboy with a jetpack. And so I'm just making my own story, but he filled a role in the story, so I had to find someone to take that spot. So I've made my own little story for Nate of how he basically convinces Jennifer to come to his side and then slowly Fury to Cyber Chill. Hello, hello, hello. Christine, no, Christine doesn't exist in that one, that's right. Depending on which universe it doesn't exist. Misty, or Keldia's Grace in City of Heroes. And a couple of others. They all rebel against the corporation that owns them. In Star Wars, a similar story happens where Nick goes to the planet on a smuggling run, and he takes a mercenary contract, and he gets tied up in all of the dealings that the Sith were having there at the time. This was before the Treaty of Coruscant and all of that. Yeah, and that's how the Kievan resistance movement forms.
Enemy comm channels are lighting up. Apparently Darth Malgus' right hand is approaching Ilum.
So I'm trying to create at least two, or like a general theme where patterns are different times. I haven't figured out how the fantasy one will work. I think I want to do the fantasy one. It's different. In ESO, Kaiva is not evil yet. And sort of like he is in City of Heroes in Final Fantasy, but he's not evil. He's just a greedy businessman from Ul'dah, or not originally from Ul'dah. He's originally from Kugane, but he moved to Ul'dah. I don't have a Final Fantasy sub right now, so can't really show you all that. Ow. I do have two characters that will take the place of any protagonist character that the others don't make sense for. Like in Star Wars: The Old Republic and Final Fantasy. I will show them to you in a little bit. And I need to do this server's version of them storyline. So we'll stream that, I think. I was holding off on it because I want to record it, and I need to find new recording software because NVIDIA Shadowplay it's not really working well anymore for me. Since the update, the UI's changed so much, and I can't figure out how anything works. I got any viewers in the chat, not text, type in chat, and my TTS bot will put it in my ear, and I'll be able to respond. Otherwise, I won't know if there's anyone in the chat. Because I get distracted. ADHD and autism really sucks.
Next time, try not to get so banged.
And when I get a wireless webcam, I'll take it with me down to the basement, and you can see my messy living room. That'll be great. I love sorry, Lightside Jason. And if you've never played before, Lightside Jason and Darkside Jason are essentially two different characters according to the game. Based on your choice, she becomes either sadistic, yandere, or just stays herself, but becomes disillusioned with the Jedi. And I don't think, aside from him, Val, I don't think any other companions really do that. That level of like, oh, there's two different ones. There's two different ones of them. I might be wrong. There may be a couple others that I just haven't done the other side for yet. Oh, and on Shea Vizsla, that's the past version of my Copula family legacy. I don't want to have them both on one server, I guess. I'll figure things out. I did recordings of them, but I don't know if they're the best. I sort of want to remake all of that. But I was in my perfectionist mode when I did that. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to get some of the holocron cutscenes from that server. Or at least the fleet one. Because the fleet one I had for Darth Malgus, it had my mouse in it. I was learning this. You can't do the cutscenes once per server. And if you transfer a character over to the server, you can't do it at all. I wish they had a book like Final Fantasy has, where you can review all of the
Next time, try not to get so banged.
one viewer now. So I guess that's over. I can't get rid of the preview. Alright, I gotta find something that'll tell me how many people. How it counting me. I'll figure that out later. Alright, is 1:53. I think we're only gonna do the first part of these flashpoint combos. When we are done with it, I'm gonna do a break with it, and we'll see if we'll continue or change games.
Cheetah ni Chada Soto Dedi. The shields. Disable the generators and we'll come in heavy.
It is 1:55, 5 minutes till 2. We will not be finishing this in 5 minutes, so we'll probably be going to another game or continuing on through the next flashpoint, depending on how long it takes.
Next time, try not to get so banged.
I forgot to click glowy. Don't mind me. I can be dumb. Scatterbrain! Into that.
Okay.
Good work. The shields are down. Bombing run on my mark.
Good as new. Oh, yes. Next time, try not to get so banged.
Okay. This is, I think, the second to last boss. So if you did, the next boss, if you did Voss, storyline on Voss, it'll have a few other altered cutscenes. I don't remember if I did it on, did Voss on this now. I have a bunch of characters over on Swtor server that I want to do everything on the completionist run, so all my characters. But that'll take some planning. I need to figure out the recording software. I need to figure out how much it'll cost to change their appearances based in each arc of their story. Other games I like to play, so we will see what I end up doing. Alright. Because I'm not a stealther,
target locked. Missiles away.
Shouldn't be too hard. I just have to fight the actual mobs in the room if they see me. Normally you just stealth through here.
A stealth fighter's tracking me. No, it's a command ship.
Yeah, they didn't see
He's skilled. Somebody get this scum off. Ah! Shield out. Engines blast. I'm going down. I'm going.
Looks like he was shot down. Let's see what happened.
I foresaw your arrival, my lord. Welcome.
Ilum is stained with Imperial blood. As we speak, your army falls to the superior strength of Malgus's force. I'm afraid I was forced to swat down your attack squadron. Troublesome brats had the gall to bomb my base. I hope they weren't friends of yours.
I never figured the Empire's top diplomat on Voss would join Darth Malgus.
I respond to logic, as do the Voss. Lord Malgus provided it in abundance.
She seeks your stealth fighter.
Thank you, my dear. Talsako is a Voss mystic. Soon she will experience a vision of Voss prosperity under Emperor Malgus. Then all Voss will join us.
The cowardly Sith will pay for assuming that title.
Only one vision is certain. You fought. I watched and bowed to the victor.
In that case, I will fulfill your vision for the glory of the new Empire. Talsako, observe how I destroy the Imperial scum.
Alright, so that is the dialogue you have when you did Boss, or I don't know if it's complete Boss. I'd have to go back and check if I completed Boss, but if you met him on Boss, that's what you did. I have a lozenge, I had the sniffles and the sneezes. Citrusy. It's like orange. I don't think you can spare the boss, sadly.
With your death, the Voss will join us. Diplomacy doesn't permit much bloodshed. How I've missed this.
desk. Only enemy desk. Stealth move. That'll be no. Wait, ouch.
Sako, I have failed you.
Alright, that was the last boss for this flashpoint. This is a two-parter flashpoint, though. We may have to get back to it later. We will see.
Darth Seravan was a false friend. Now he is gone. I wish it had been you.
This is Heska. Repeat, this is General Heska. Do you read me?
There was no way Seravan could destroy the Imperial Guard's best pilot.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Inform the Grand Moff that Darth Seravan is dead, and his stealth ship now belongs to the Empire.
Excellent. Imperial forces are busy securing the fort, and we found survivors. Shall I dispose of them?
Spare us, and my people join the Empire.
Prison will teach Malgus' supporters that the true Empire can be merciful, too.
As you wish.
My family joins the Empire.
Grand Moff Regus already plots our next assault. Secure the stealth fighter, and prepare to slay the false Emperor.
So banged up.
mic was been off! Okay, let's restart this. Hello, Sadistic. I'm sorry. I forgot I muted. Okay. So, I'm trying to find a better software for this, but for now, the Swtor Legacy thing works. So this is the placeholder for Primortus. He is either dead or a forced spirit in this game. He is the father of Kaiva Connor. And he adopted, or rather took Mayhan under his wing when Kaiva found her on a backwards planet somewhere. This is sort of the general themes that happens, the storyline, the story elements that happen in each universe. So Kaiva and Mayhan worked together to create the Kevins, clones based on Kaiva's genetic material. All of them are female, or at least supposed to be female. I had one I was working on that was a femboy a long time ago. I haven't been able to remake yet. I'll figure out how to remake that one eventually. Okay. So there's Jenny, the first one, the prototype that he treated as his daughter. There's Curie, the second, who he didn't exactly regard as his daughter, but more of, like, she's cyber chill. She has she doesn't have all the nanite tech in this universe, but she has a bunch of Kolto and Bacta, or rather Proto-Bacta, and all that stuff, because Old Republic doesn't have Bacta yet, so some sort of Proto-Bacta, some alternative treatment to Kolto that she's been working on. Misty was Force sensitive, so when they escaped planet Kaiva during the events of the Sith Galactic Republican Sith conflict that takes place before the game, Jenny, Curie, and Misty got out of there with the help of the smuggler Danny, who was on smuggler Nate, who was on the planet doing mercenary work, and he got caught up in all their drama. So Jenny eventually gave Misty up to the Jedi Order for training, where she met Keldia and Danny and his acquaintances Lasugo and Bella. And Keldia eventually adopted or became the master of Lunar Umbra. And Nate and Jennifer had Christy. And Christy eventually grew up and met Bella, the former Jedi, who is now former Jedi, not really exiled, just didn't feel the order was right for her. So her family. And sorry, I forgot to mention. Kaiva also has a third Keevan that stayed loyal to him. A80. There's Athene Locke. She doesn't like saying it, but she is a Keevan that stayed loyal, or rather, didn't flee. So she works with them still, and she has all of her allies. Here's RC Jorgen's kid that he mentions he wants to adopt. So during the events of Knights of the Eternal Throne, he finds an orphan, probably on Ord Mantell or somewhere, and trains her, but she doesn't stay with Havoc Squad, and then the events of the story happen. Silas Borg is one of their allies, and he's allied also and he's a mentor to A80. His rival is Onyx Slate, and she took on Zeshka, who is the rival of RC, who is allied, and they are both allied with Shik Oktai, which means, I think, doctor in Chiss. And she's a rival to Curie. Cyber Chill. That's my, that's a placeholder for Curie I've been working on. Here is, and here's Lasugo, Kaiva's brother. Here he is after he's escaped the Sith Empire and joined the Jedi on his own. And his allies were the character that I just did is his romantic interest, Lucia Agia, her rival, Ballas, and his ally, Thaz Mar, who is possibly related to Mrs. Mar from KOTOR 2, or even possibly Darth Mar, we're not sure. Darth Mar's a Mirror Lucan under there. Alright, so Bella's family tree. The Green Jedi, Madame Copula, runs an orphanage on Corellia, or did at the time of the breakout of the Galactic Civil War. So she had adopted Bella, Onyx, Nomi, Wolf. Wolf, they married, that's right. That's why I have that there. Butch and Tanya, perhaps Wolf and Mallory and stuff were in the orphanage, but they didn't really get adopted into the family. Oh, and there's Brondo. Brondo is my one of my Mandalorians. His partner Aset. She's sorta in like I can't put a third, so ally is the best I can do. They are sort of in a polycule, I guess. Like they dated, they all liked each other, but they're not. But these two are like the primary partner. She's just a third wheel, I guess. I don't know. And this is their adoptive kid, or in other worlds, just kid. But you know, human Twi'lek does not equal Zabrak. This is Salus. I just want to have them have that little complicated relationship that the three of them share. This is Onyx. He was one of the orphans there, also known as Onyx Slate. He is an ally to Nathan Shepard. And of course, Nathan Shepard is the father of Christy. So I have my smuggler variant over here. Bella adopted Violet. I'm still trying to figure all of that out because here's a Sith version. Maybe Bella was kidnapped by the Sith Empire for a bit or turned to the dark side. And she eventually adopted a daughter before figuring things out. I'm not sure on the timeline where that would work. But eventually Minomi and Wolf get together and marry. I'm not sure what I would call Wolf before he changes his last name. And there's Butch, and Mallory Cully is the granddaughter of Conrad Cully. And he had to take her in after her parents died. She is force sensitive. I think she's a Jedi, but she's assassin because she's dark side. And Tanya, who is just another one of the orphans. I just didn't have a good last name for her, so I just gave her Conrad. So that's the legacy here, and a few extra characters. I mentioned those. Mentioned Lunar, and here's the Sikwasa legacy. Zodia, his apprentice, Broken Chains, Vikiu Sikwasa, Cian Sikwasa, and Kieran is technically Zodia's apprentice, but she is allied to them. If I do that, she's not on this side. Cian's on this side. And I'm not sure exactly, like, where did she go? Oh, okay. But point is, she will betray her master for these two, and he will stay loyal. So perhaps Rival? I think Rival might be a better selection here. Okay, oh yeah. And here is Vanat, or Vana, whichever you want to say. It's named after the lady in Final Fantasy. Here's Varen Surik, or Varen Star Warden. Star Warden's another last name that they can use. I just managed to get Surik on this server and city. She is supposedly a descendant of somehow both Varen, or no, Vanner, Sean, the son of Revenant Bastila from the books, and either Mitra Surik directly or a relative of Mitra Surik's. Essentially, they're Revan's heirs, or the Revan's heirs of my legacy. Vanar, the female protagonist, is a counselor, so she'll be the counselor. And he is the male protagonist, the guardian. And I consider those two my canon guardian and counselor characters. My canon Sith warrior, I think, would be Kaiva. Yeah. My canon soldier would be Jenny. However, she has a similar story to Alara Dorn, and you can't really say anything like that in the story. So I think I'll make Nate my canon soldier. As for my canon smuggler, I'm thinking Butch will be the canon smuggler. Brondo will definitely be my canon bounty hunter. Yeah. My canon agent, I'm either gonna say is Shakotai or Minomi. I'm not sure which I've decided on. Because A80 is more... While she was my first agent, she's a sniper. Well, she has operative die. Point is, I gotta figure out who I want the story itself to be canon for, and the rest of these to be side characters. Keldia is another candidate for the canon female Jedi, but I can only have one canon, so I won't Varen, but her story would play out similarly. I have all these side characters that have their own story that I don't really want to tie too directly to the main storyline, and then some that can. So I'm trying to find a software that'll let me link characters, so I don't have to just do these duplicates. That'll let me add links like this to just anyone, and you can just click the link, and I can't find anything that is offline friendly, or isn't just like an IRL database for a family tree. My friend Nat and me used to use something called Family Echo. I might try that again. It's just, it helps me organize, you know? I think World Anvil might have something. Name change. I need to get one of those eventually. Because on Darth Malgus, Madame Copula is still Madame Copular, and I need to change that. Was I gonna do anything else? Besides, I can show off my faces, yeah. Oh, it's 12:30 actually. Okay. I'm gonna just idle here, and you can admire my my base. Well, the front room. Okay, I am back. So, my ultimate plan is for my little AU world. Da-da-da-da. Bam. Goodbye, bot. Be gone, bot. Now, how do I close that? Okay. Alright, so I guess since you're the only viewer here that isn't a bot, that's speaking in chat at least, my plan for all these different games is to just use them as inspiration for my world building project, which I think I want to do a little bit of next. Hang on. World building, not really novels. Writing like a world itself that the novels may take place in. Move that. Put that down there. Do I still have it? No, I don't have it open. Oh, right. Firefox was the browser that I was using that for. Alright. Gotta load. Hold on, gotta load. Dark reader, you can go off. Dark reader, turn off. Why isn't dark reader turning off? Whatever. Load. Machine. Have you tried this? Tried what? There was no link.